Welcome everyone to Scouts for Entertainment Reforged replay. Today we're at the Dale City, or the City of Dale. Now if you'd like to send me through other Reforged replays such as this, there are links at the bottom of your screen, and also in the description below. There's also a PayPal option, subscribe star, Patreon, and Stream has an donation link in the description below. But if those aren't options for you, then please remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, click that bell for notifications, and leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. With that, let's get in with the replay. So today's replay is brought to you by Irish Gunner. He's command of the realm of Mirkwood, and he's one of 3 defenders today. So we'll start with his army and then we'll call out the units as we see them. That's what we always do, as the units are mixed throughout the city. So, we have some high-ping archers here armoured up. Now, Irish Gunner already I can see has gone for a more elite-styled Mirkwood army. Most of the units that have the upgrade option, or the armour upgrade option, have been applied. So, we've got some Ents here as well. Some High Earth Sword and Shields, make that 2 units from the Elder King's Palace Guard. That's a 2-bladed Scythe unit, as you can see. Yep. We have some High Lang 200 heavy swords, some High Ek spear and shields, another unit of High Lang and High Ek. Up here we have some Woodland Realm Patrol, some more high-ping archers, and some Woodland Protectors. Sorry. Next we have some more Woodland Realm Patrol, and then we have some more Woodland Realm Protectors, Wardens of Monmouth, Spears of Erndua, Elders of the Elven King. Possibly some Greenwood Rangers, but I haven't seen them yet. Next we have Imladris, commanded by Keller. We've got some Elder Envy Swordmasters here, 2 units. And we have Last Shadow, commanding Dale. Those are your defenders today. We have some Dismounted Earls of Dale, a catapult belonging to Dale. We have some Imladris Sentries, make that 2 units there. We have some Elder Envy Archers, commanded by Keller. Some more Elder Envy Archers, that's 2 units I think. Last Shadow has some Swordmasters of Esgaroth here, along with some Bardian Marksmen and some Othello Rangers. Okay, moving our way down the city, we have some more Bardian Marksmen, some Barding Herd. We have some more Barding Herd, 3 units now total. More Bardian Marksmen, Seldon River Patrol, some Sindar of the Girdle, and some more Dismounted Earls of Dale. I got 2 units here, and more Barding Herd. Now making our way down throughout the city, we have some Brunine River Wards. That's the 2-handed heavy sword unit. We have 2 units of them here. Next we have some, I think, Riders of Brunin. Some Spears of Rivendell, armoured up. Could be 2 units of them there. We have some Imladris Guardians, not armoured up. Make that, I think, 2 units here. Another unit over here. And some Elder Envy Spearmen over there. Now, I'm not seeing any other units. We have some more Othello Rangers, so there's 2 units of Othello Rangers we've seen now. I think I called the Bardian Master unit before. And we have some more. Oh, there's a Greenwood Rangers right there. And I think that's actually here for the defenders. Actually, it's not. We're going to go to the back of the city and the Citadel. So we got some Blackshot Dragon Slayers, some Dalian Royal Guard, Gwaithei Arthane, Barding Herd, and some Dalian Paladins. Making your way towards the rear of the city defense. No units here. And in fact, no defensive units here at all. That's interesting. Alright, let's go to the final. Let's start with the first of 5 attackers, which is Rudar, commanded by Proxima Centauri. We have some Rudar Clansmen, some Rudar Swordsmen, and Herodane Pikemen here. We have some Herodane Berserkers, Rudar Swordsmen. Looks to be 1 unit here. 2 units of Ethelmor's Troll Hunters. We have some more Herodane Parkmen and Rudar Swordsmen. This is the only vulnerable side of Rudar's defense here. Now, the Siege Tower is also a good idea that will blunt any charge directed towards Rudar, but he's still vulnerable in this section here, so obviously Proxima needs to watch out for that. Now, he's obviously got some Trollshire Arc Shovels, I bet, and some Thorodom Javelins, so we'll keep an eye out for them later. Next we have some Orcs of the Misty Mountain Army, commanded by Bloodbath McGrath, who's got some Goblin King Bodyguard here, some White Uruk Fearmongers, Heavy Goblin Infantry, Heavy Goblin Spears, 2 units now total, some Black Uruks of the Mountains, 2 units, Goblin Infantry, and Mount Uruk Host. And we also have some Mountain Orc Berserkers, mixed in with some Heavy Goblin Crossbows, 2 units there, and I think 2 units of Cave Trolls, and some Black Bat Mountain Berserkers. And that's all I see there, so I'll keep an eye out for hidden units, of course. Next, we've got Rune, commanded by Derek 154. Well, I think I've seen it before, but if you're new, Derek, welcome. We have some Leconarium, we have some Varag Mercenaries, we've got Bloke Gamprim, 2 units here, Bloke Flagrim, Dragon's Wrath Guildsman, some Bloke Flagrim, Eastron Crossbows, not armoured up at all, some Eastron Clansmen, and Eastron Hunters, light archer unit there. Some Bloke Flagrim and Leconarium, and some Bloke Gamprim all the way over there for some reason. Now, we'll keep an eye out for Shadow Guard and Shadow Bows, those are the hidden units of Rune. And I don't see any Battlecloth Tribesmen or Battlecloth Sapphire Blazemen, so we'll keep an eye out for them too later. Alright, our fourth attacker is Trebor, commanding the realm of Angmar. And then we have some Guardians of Karandum, some Blackwatch Legion, and some Barrow-wights, who are looking good in green, I must say. Next we have some Snugger Stalkers, Orkfellas, more Snugger Stalkers. We have some Richom Scourge Raiders. We have the Witches pushing a battering ram, of all things. We have some Angmar Halberds, 2 units here, make that 4 now total. Some more Richom Scourge Raiders, some Guardians of Karandum, 2 units, Barrow-wights, and I think that brings us to the last attacker, another Angmar army commanded by a Soviet follower, who has some Angmar Marauders here, 2, 3, 4 units maybe, some Angmar Halberds as well, a couple of units I think, and some Snugger Stalkers, maybe 2 units I believe. Behind them, Angmar Halberds, Blackwatch Legion. Again, no armor upgrade seems to be applied here to the Angmar forces. We have, I think, 3 units of Guardians of Karandum, not armoured up. 2 units of Richmond Pikemen, again, not armoured up. Some Trolls of Good and Bad, Trolls of Angmar, and Richmond Blackguard. Now this is curious, I didn't see any Trolls here for this Angmar army, which is a little bit odd. But then again, this army has Witches, whereas the other one I didn't see have any. But those are the armies, guys, and so we'll get the siege started. Enjoy. Okay guys, we got the Sindar charging out into the Trolls. This is a bad idea on Angmar's part. We got dead Trolls, or a dead Troll. 2 dead Trolls. Good for the Trolls of Angmar getting in there. Took out 3 Sindar of the Girdle. But out of that first charge, Trolls of Good and Bad, 2 went down compared to no Sindar. It's only when the Trolls of Angmar got involved that we started seeing some casualties there. So, alright start there for Irish Gunner. Wonder where he's going to go to now. We're just going to keep the Sindar company until I see something different here on the map, which possibly is happening over here. We've got Rise of Brunnen here, battling against Varag Mercenaries, which I didn't see before. But it looks like Varag Mercenaries are definitely coming off second best here. I don't know if they're getting any help from Irish Gunner. But Bloodbath has moved up his siege towers. He hasn't gone in just yet, but he's just got his siege towers in place. He's getting bang ram in place. He's pretty much getting ready to good to go. Cal's moving his forces around there, probably just to take some pot shots at his men. The Sindar's heading wildly out of range of Rune's forces anyway. I don't know what he's planning to do here, but yeah, whatever. Okay, Irish is getting his forces here on the walls to receive Bloodbath's men. It's funnily enough here, no one's going for the rear entrance at all. They appear to be solely focused on the frontal defense. Sorry, frontal attack, my bad. Okay, her siege tower would release its door. Yep, here we go. We got Black Orcs of the Mountain coming in. And we got Ents going up. The Black Urks need help, and who better than the Mountaineer Coast? The stats on these guys are not too bad, but they don't really seem to get too many kills. They are up against elves. It's cutting them down pretty quickly, actually. But there are a lot of orcs. And despite the elves' best efforts, they are getting pushed back. I haven't seen any elven casualties just yet. The Ents are getting pretty bloodied up. But not as bloody as the Black Urks of the mountain, for sure. Oh, what we got out here? Oh, impressive. Irish forgot about these guys. And Soviets trolls chased them down to the end. I didn't even notice that. But that's a big loss there for Irish. He did not get to use them too much at all.
Curses! The enemy are battering down our gates.
Rise of Bruin are being harassed by the Variag mercenary riders, which are significantly depleted. Derek's knocking down the gate. So, Bloodbath pretty much bringing this the tip of the spear here for his team. Now they're close down to 44. Okay, he hasn't launched his assault anywhere else just yet. He's just got focusing on those two siege towers. There's no reinforcements around there. Okay, they pretty much wiped out both forces here. These other allies are really taking their time to get into position. We've got both the Angmar armies moving up.
The enemy's ram has breached the gates.
There wasn't too many troops here in the outer city of Dale. There's a couple, but not too many. There's nothing that the Blackwatch Legion and a massive troops can't handle.
We must repel them.
There was some rangers nearby, but I don't see them around here anymore. Okay, Derek's getting his siege towers in place. And other than that, not much is happening, so we'll do a small cut here, guys, and come back once the assault resumes.
Our curses! The enemy are battering down our gates!
Alright guys, we're back briefly. We've got Wood the Realm Troll versus the Snagger Skirmishers.
The enemy siege tower has reached our walls.
And most of the Elven Arrows are owning these guys. They're down to 68. Barbad pulling back. Getting a few secondary hits there. We got Bobad's General close to the front lines. And it looks like we've got some forces going in, so Rune has gone in. Good for Derek. But his allies have got to step up too. Bobath is excluded from that statement because he's already gone in and lost 2 units, but you know he started the assault. Angmar has got to get a move on. Both the Angmar armies have got to get a move on. Like Rim, not doing too bad, but they need some support. We've got Eastfront Clansmen moving in, but they're a cannon fodder unit. They need to send in a more decent unit as well. We've got another Loke Flag Rim unit. You see, I don't know why Derek isn't moving up his whole army now, because the threats before were from the centre of the girdle and to an extent the Bruno riders, but now they've both been taken care of pretty much. So there's really nothing stopping Bruno from moving his forces forward. There is a siege towers, but they're mostly focused on his Eastern Hunters right now, leaving the rest of his army alone. And they won't kill his army that quickly. But if he goes in, he needs his allies to go in as well. Like, every player needs to contribute to the assault. You can't let the defenders focus down certain areas of the attack. You got to try and spread them out as best you can. Put them under the maximum amount of pressure. But yeah, both the MR armies have been a little bit disappointing in terms of the speed of the assault. We do have some Snagger Stalkers here, but that's it. This is a cannon fodder unit. Not bad, but they'll break in an instant. They need their reinforcements close by to have any chance of survival. And that's not going to do anything. Now, the battle rights are being brought forward, and once it's got the attention of the siege towers, the rest of the army should move in because the battle rights will act as a nice magnet for those arrows, and the rest of their troops will be untouched. What do we got going around here? We got some Snagger Stalkers with the battering ram coming around the rear entrance, but that's it. Proxima is moving around with his forces to support Bloodbath's assault. Good for him. So we've got Heavy Golden Crossbows moving on to the gate. Wooden Rubber Patrol's lost about half their unit here, so it looks like the crossbows have been effective to a degree. Down to 61. They've taken out quite a number of the Wooden Rubber Patrol. But now they're getting out of there. Alright, let's see how Ruin's going. We've got his Eastern Hunters, we've got Loke Flagrim, Loke Gamprim. And they are going into the main gate. Those units there. Spears of Rivendell from either side, funneling them into a tightly packed group. A prime target for any archer unit.
The walls are no longer ours.
Which, oddly enough, is not here to take full advantage of that. There was the unit of Artillery Rangers, which is over here. A last shadow needs to get them to the centre. Pronto. He can take out a lot of Derek's men all at once. And Derek has walked into a trap here, but the defenders have not sprung the trap. Any ranger unit would have these guys dead to rights in a second. And we know the defenders have at least 3 of them. The Loke Grim obviously faring much better than the Loke Flagrim. Yeah, the Eastern Hunter's getting some nice shots there through the gate. Very commendable. Now, these Spears of Rivendell should be outflanking the Loke Flagrim and Gamprim at the same time. They would kill them much faster, and obviously have less chance of getting a hit there from the Eastern Hunters. So not Last Shadow, Keller is making a mistake here of not sending his forces in now too. Because if he sent them in, then Rue would be feeling the pain more than he would be right now. These guys are armoured up, and yes, they will be able to survive that for a considerable amount of time because they're armoured up. But to me, Bruno's getting free hits here, and Keller's basically letting him do it. Not intentionally, but he is letting him do it.
The enemy are battering down the gates.
So the assault is starting to step up. You can feel the momentum slowly building finally. So we've got some action over here. Yo, good for Bloodbath here, has charged in. But there's a big risk to this. Where's the Rangers? Well, Wars I'm on Lunk and Woodland Realm Protectors, they're just as deadly as Rangers at this point. But Archgun's got to make sure his units have an adequate space between them so they don't affect each other's accuracy. Amonlak can get a lot of good kills here, but I think the Woodland Royal Patrol is a little bit too close to them. Sorry, Woodland Protectors are a little bit too close to them. They are moving forward. Amonlak getting ready. Protectors appear to be in place. And now unleash hell, really. So they were trying to fire them, but they couldn't. This is interesting. It's like a powder keg ready to go off, but why isn't he unleashing them yet? Now, Bloodbath and Proxima have got to know what's coming here, and they should start assaulting the walls with their siege towers. They've got to try and take the focus away from the main gate they're assaulting, because as you can see, Ariana is more than ready to receive him. Okay, we've got Rhythm Realm Protectors getting ready to fire. Here we go. Okay, so they fired one volley, but they appear to have stopped. Who's firing the flaming ammo? That would be the Woodland Round Patrol. Protectors have got themselves into shield wall formation. I think they're being shot at by somebody? No. Fire arrows having the desired effect. They've broken those units. Witchwoman Slavers there at the back. Alright, it looks like Angmar is sending over a sizable force to assault the rear gate. So what we got going over there? We've got most of Soviet's army, it would seem. We got Blackwatch Legion in front, as they should be if they want to try and breach and get in there quickly. We've got pretty much all of Soviet's army going to the rear gate now. He's not joining his allies' assault. As pretty as this is, I'm pretty sure it was a waste of time. And Trebor is not going in. We got Rune going in, we got Ruda and Orcs and Mist Mountains going in.
The enemy's ram has breached the gates.
Okay. Derek's moving up the rest of his army right now. Good for him. We've got Snaga skirmishers throwing their jabbies into the Woodland Realm Protectors. They're holding their fire. Wardens still haven't used their ammunition, I don't think. This is still the Woodland Realm Patrol firing in. Oh, nice hit on the Goblin King's bodyguard. Admiral Strand is returning fire. Woodland Protector's getting a little bit too close there. And now that they're out of ammunition, Irish Gunner needs to get him into the battles straight away. Okay, communication was needed there between Bloodbath and Proxima. Heavy Golden Spears got in the way there, the Eternals Troll Hunters. Troll Hunters could have killed a few more of the Woodland Protectors had the spears not gotten in their way. And those are armor piercing rounds, so. Alright. We got all the forces here. I was thinking it back there. Okay, so they broke down the gates and then pretty much left. No, they didn't leave. They got forces over here. But they didn't bring up a battering ram with them. We got Orc fellas, which have surprised the Othello Rangers here. We got Swordmasters of Asgaroth that needed over here. Nice of Trebor to sneak his Orc fellas in the city. They ran all the way up the walls here, through every porthole. The Swordmasters will deal with these guys. The Swordmasters of Asgaroth look a little different than I remember them. They're pretty much Dalian bowmen with big ass swords now. This is what the Swordmasters of Asgaroth used to look like. This commanding officer guy here with the beard, no helmet. Barding marksman. You know, Trebor's taking advantage of the space that the defenders are giving him, but now his forces are going to break for sure. And what makes Angmar's assault so easy here is that the defenders have left it wide open for this attacker just to walk in. But yeah, we got the Snarkers officers come back to retrieve the battery. I don't know, Soviet obviously forgot there was a gate there, or he didn't look. But he's coming back to get it now. He's going to say, I'm fixing it, I swear I'm going back to get it. Just wait here, be patient, guys. So the fight's getting pretty intense here. Wardens on unlock have used up all their ammunition. We've got the Ents in the distance there, with the Run Protectors, with their javelins out.
The enemy siege tower has reached our walls.
And we're about 2/5 of the way through this, guys. Sorry, 1/3, almost, so just over 1/3 of the way through. Alright. And it is 15 to 27. It's a lot of arrow fire. It's come from the high-ping archers of unit at full strength. That unit, a shield wall from a unit of spears is very intimidating. Again, the attackers are making a mistake here, focusing all their attention on just the gate. I mean, they're being shot at right now, they need to probably go in. Use a siege tower to try and outflank the enemy. No, they've just got to communicate with their allies and have a more coordinated assault. We got 2 units of Shadow Guard moving up. Dragon's crossbows yet to go in. Dragon's Wrath Guildsmen yet to go in. But Derek is running out of men here. spears are now very tight.
A flying foe has reached our walls with their siege tower. We must repel them.
The Murder has pretty much given up this position. Ruin hasn't really taken it, because most of these dead bodies are his. Alright, what we got coming in? Unit of Shadow Guard. Well, they need to move quickly. Treble's men are moving in, unopposed. Again, Dale has withdrawn. Eldenly Archers out of ammunition, so they've been firing already for some time. Okay, so Soviet's got his men ready to go. He's obviously got to be a bit careful when he times his assault. Okay, so Soviet hasn't brought up a batting ram yet for that gate. Thought he was going back down here to get it. Well, if he was, he's moving his men back in, but he left the battering ram. And that's a mistake. If Treble has men here too. So it looks like Soviet and Treble sent some of their forces over here. Looks like Soviet sent a few of his forces over here. If they move hard and fast, they can assault the Citadel directly, and that will throw the defense into chaos. They'll force them to pull back a lot of the defending forces here, which will help out their allies assault the second stage, second inner city defense, or second level. A lot of seconds in that sentence. But because the opponents have made this area so easy to assault right now, the Soviet and Treble should move quickly. I mean, they've got an opportunity here to really help out their team. But they're just not taking it. They're not going to go that direction. I don't know why he has forces stationed up here. He knows that he can't go through. There's a gate blocking his way. Barney and Markston have used up their ammunition too. Guys are kind of doing surrounded the unit of Barney Herd and cutting them down. So I'm out of time before they fall. Most of this unit has just used ammunition. We've got a unit of Barney Herd wide out in the open here. Derek has men here. Does he have a crossbows nearby? I don't know, I can't see what this unit is. I think they're all dead. I have no idea what's going on there. But Dragon's Crossbowmen could move in quickly and destroy that entire unit with ease. All he has to do is get Dragon's Wrath in here and then shoot him, and 123 men could go down very quickly. So again, Derek's got to move it. And when opportunities present themselves to you, you have to pounce on them. And the attack is just done. taking the opportunities they've been given so far, which is a shame. We also got snow trolls again. I didn't see the snow trolls again. I don't understand why they always appear invisible when they start matches. I don't get that. What we got here? Harping archers broke. Prox have been being shot at. Goblin infantry bringing up the battering ram. (24 to 33 so far. I don't know why the unit Barney Herd hasn't been moved. We've got Guardians of Current Doom here, 2 units here, and they've pretty much sealed off the Barney Herd's escape. I bet Treble's thinking right now, where is Derek? Why isn't he here? We could surround these guys and destroy them. Derek has got to move up. There is no reason to hold back anymore. Not when you have your ally right here on the hill, outflanking his opponent. Now we've got Eastron crossbows here. They appear to be out of ammunition, which is a shame. Are they out of ammunition or not? Yep, they are. We've got Shadowguard moving up.
The enemy are battering down our gates.
25 to 33. Okay. Blackguard again. Angmar is not moving here. I mean, I'm not asking, not upset at him and not for not assaulting the enemy right now, but he's got to bring down this gate. I mean, why have forces stationed up here if he's not going to break down the gate? He's got a battering ram back there. He needs to bring it up here. These Snarker Stalkers could easily do it. Treble needs to get that battering ram right now and break down the gate. He needs to get ready to go in. The defenders know he's there. They're not hiding at all. So it's not like Amo's going to win awards for the best player at hide and seek. I mean, the defenders know they're there. Might as well break down the gate. I mean, see, we've got all these troops here on this side, and I get Angmar's desire to assault this position. It definitely will help his allies when they come through this gate and this gate. I don't know if they're going to bring any siege towers inside. I don't think he can. But it would definitely help this attack if the Angmar armies, both of them, send men to try to assault the main citadel straight away. I mean, this is the main weakness of the whole defense. If the attackers can get in here, then all the defending forces here will scramble to send reinforcements back and making the other attackers' job a whole lot easier to take the second level. It's a big gamble not taking that opportunity. Alright, I think we're close to a cut. Yeah, the gate hasn't been breached at all. Some Guardians have just run into it. Battle Whites are probably just moving to make sure they can't close it.
It is coming for us.
And it doesn't look like Derek has brought up a battering ram, so the Angmar forces might as well make sure they don't close it. Or can't close it. So we've got both the units with other ranges getting in place. We've got a catapult here that could cause all sorts of problems for Angmar when he begins his assault. Although this ledge would offer him some protection. He's just going to make sure he tries to focus his forces as close to the cliff's edge there as possible. Or hill's edge, whatever. And that will definitely protect his forces from that catapult. But the attacking forces here are very exposed, even now, to that catapult. But the Barrow Wights have pretty good morale and don't break very easily. Tell you what, if they had a bunch of attacking forces here ready to go, send in a unit of Blackwatch Legion, they'll throw the defense into chaos for sure. They move fast enough they can get their teeth into the Citadel River Patrol before they fire any javelins. There's no God Helen nearby, there are some Barding marksmen. And they need a unit of Blackwatch here, right now. But there isn't any. They're all hanging back here for some reason. What are they up to? Alright, good for Trebor. He has brought up the battering ram. And Last Shadow is sending over some forces to defend it. But, speaking from experience here, this ledge here doesn't offer the best angle for archers. It does for javelins or axe throwers, but not as much for archers. So obviously Last Shadow's got to be a little bit careful here. Again, just send up a couple units of Blackwatch. Make sure they're backed up by Blackguard, Guardians of Khandum, Wishom Scourge Raiders, even Sniper Stalkers. Just a lot of men backs that push up. They can easily get through here very quickly. And already Angmar's presence has having the effect of pulling away a lot of defending forces, and they haven't even breached the gate yet. But this definitely helps out Proxima, Bloodbath, and Derek, and even Trebor's men over there. Now, Soviets men haven't begun the fight yet. Yeah, there's a risk. I think Last Shadow could be placing those guys there deliberately to try and force Soviet maybe to send a force to engage them. And when these guys do push them back, the catapult hasn't dead to rights really. So it could be a trap planned in the making.
Curses! The enemy are battering down our gates.
Okay, Citadel River Troll was firing before. But Barrow Wights love that fire. They'll take it on the chin. They'll last pretty much forever with that. They do not go down easy. And they are killing the Barding herd. $28 to 36 right now.
The enemy's ram has breached the gates.
Some local iron fire doing what they can, but that's that's wildly all over the place. It's putting on a pretty good light show, but that's about it. Alright, good for Bloodbath. He's got some men up here, but then again, the other King's Palace Guard is in place to deal with them. Their plan probably is to get into the Greenwood Ranges. I think the Rangers were firing on them. No, they're not. Some are, some are. Okay, there's a Palace Guard. They got into their ranks. We got Elders of the Elven King. Okay, they've taken out some of the Greenwood Rangers, and more importantly, they have stopped them from firing. And this is a good time for the attackers to go in, and they are, so that is great timing there on their part. The Black Uruks did their job, they're halting their fire for now. But that won't last forever. Those Black Uruks are on the edge. They've got to move fast, they've got to move hard, they've got to get into those siege towers and those archers very quickly. They can't stay here. They're in the lion's den now. They've got to move hard and fast and try and knock out all the defenders' teeth before they sink it into them. They're already starting to. Remember, Rangers are loading up. Trolls need to get going here, they can't stay. Those trolls are turning a shade of red you do not want to see. We have Goblin Kings. We do have Goblin King's bodyguard in here too. Alright, Bloodbath has pulled these trolls out. We got Etymos Trollhunters here. And Elven King's guard, so Elders of the Elven King are going to town on them right here. So the real question is, what are the Etymos Trollhunters trying to shoot at? What's their target? Oh, they can actually hit the Elders here, right here. Good for them. Got some hyping archers backing them up. Now what really sucks though about the Elders of the Elven King is they can knock their enemy troops on their butts. And that's unfortunate for a unit like the Etymos Trollhunters, because while they're on the ground, they're not firing their javelins. Elders down to 48.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Down to 47. 46, 43. Might not be getting too many kills there, but he is doing some damage. Now, what is Angmar up to? Did he breach the gate? Is he through? Yes, he is through. He's inside. Okay. Is it Trebor's man? Yep. Trebor's throwing his axes. Doing some good damage here. The Last Shadow. Last Shadow needs his Sylvan River Patrol, or any javelin or axe throwing units they have on this ledge here, but I don't think they have any axe throwers. I think they only got some javelins. Alright, Elder and the archers moving in. They're out of ammunition. Moving up halberds, what they need is the Blackwatch. I don't see any Blackwatch. They are there. Got a large, sizable army right there. Man, okay, Sobi's got some men here, just probably to keep the defenders on edge, and some defensive forces away from the main gate as they assault it. Obviously, we've got biting marksmen here, but they probably should move over here, so this gatehouse isn't in their way when they start firing. These guys here have their bows out as well. We've got Woodland Round Patrol. They have their bows out. They're not firing. White Uruk Fearmongers are in the house. Blackwald's coming up behind them. They should get some forces back in that gatehouse, back on the walls, try to assault the Greenwood Rangers. I mean, they're free to get up there. Even send the trolls up there. Bloodbath should be sending the trolls up there. I mean, he sent his Black Uruks up there pretty well. Or pretty easily. I think with the Black Bat Man Berserkers here as well. I's going to doing a great job here with the Rangers. He's not being put under any pressure by the attackers, and he's taking full advantage of that. Again, the attackers could easily get their forces through here on the walls and straight into the Greenwood Rangers. At the very least, it would pull away the Elven King's Palace Guard from the defensive formation here that they got. And that's a very powerful, potent unit there removed, which will make the attack here a whole lot easier to break through. Again, this falls back to the same principle of stretching out your enemy without compromising your own attack. Got a bunch of units here not doing too much. Needs to get them moving. Piping archers firing in. White Uruk Fearmongers have had enough. They're bugging out. They're bugging out. Trolls are going around somewhere. Okay, those forces aren't doing too much. Okay, looks like Amar is on the move. We got pikes, we got blackguard, we got everything. I think. Is Blackwatch Legion up there? I didn't see him. Okay, Soviets pulling back a little bit. Yeah, Blackwatch are here. Yep. I don't know how many men they have though. 82. That's a strong unit right there. Look, Blackwatch obviously did their job. They pushed through. And they've even pulled back the catapult for them as well. But this catapult's going to have a tough time shooting those attacking forces. It is 50 to 60 now. Blackwatch doing their bit. Last Shadow could get some hits here if he's good. Moves the catapult just a little bit closer. Okay, who owns the Blackwatch? Soviet. Soviet has pretty much left these guys in limbo. They're just standing there. They're not fighting. He's got to get them through. He's got to put them in shield wall formation and just select them to go, say for here, for example, between the Maris Guardians and the catapult. And they'll do their job. They'll push their way through all these units here. And if you send all the units in behind them, then this area, this ground is yours. Guaranteed. Units like the Blackguard Barad-dûr and Blackwatch Legion will not let you down. They will gain you the ground that you desire. To hold it, you need to back them up. You need to make sure they have the proper reinforcements so that they're covered. So you keep the ground that you've gained once they push through. They'll push. But without reinforcements, they'll push and then fall apart quicker than you can almost blink. And right now they're almost unsupported. And being targeted by Selda River Patrol. ML's doing pretty well here. The defenders scrambling to contain them. Now it looks like Angmar's using the mass of his troops to push through, and that is good to an extent, but it does cost you men fairly quickly, unfortunately. He should have really done that with his Black Watch Legion. That is what they're for.
Only half our force remains.
Damn. Is there reinforcements though?
Only half the enemy force
No, there
remains.
isn't. Oh, we've got some Witch on Blackguard here, but they need to be over there, not out here. We got forces being pulled back. We got Witch from Scourge Raiders. Oh wow, okay, so the defenders pulled back here and Soviet and Trebor took advantage of this, sent those units in to outflank the enemy. They've done that. They need to bring up a battering ram. Bloodbath and Proxima still have men here. Albeit they don't have too much left. Got a little bit, not too much though. And it is now 67 to 68, so it's on the line. Everything's on the line here. We have a lot of dead troops here. Definitely the Atmos Triumph just went to town.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Can the defenders hold on? Angmar has a lot of good quality troops here. Trolls are disrupting the formations. Still 20,000 frames to go. Trolls running out of strength. Blackshot Dragon Slayers moving to get a better target. I think we've got some archers on the wall they're firing in. Angmar's forces are pretty close here to Latera's and Dale's. I think it'd be difficult though for the Rangers and archers to hit them. Okay, Irisgun has managed to outflank the Angmar forces, and this attack is crumbling. It doesn't have any reinforcements to back it up. They've used up all their army, unfortunately. We've got some Angmar halberds coming around, but it's way too late. But you know, some reinforcements is better than no reinforcements. They'll definitely need them for the final assault once they do break through. And Treble still has men, they're just over here. We've got Black Watch Legion. They'll be invaluable to push through the gate. They need them to push through the gate. Angmar Halberd's getting into position. Derek has some forces here too they could use. We've got Cave Trolls, we've got Battering Ram. Angmar did the job that I wanted to see them do. So I give Treble and Soviet a lot of credit for that. The assault mightn't have paid off, but it definitely helped their allies secure the second level much more easily than they would have been able to before. And with minimal casualties as well. Now the ML forces here aren't breaking because I think we have a general here nearby. But the elves have secured Dale's Citadel. Now, the attackers probably need Angmar to survive just a little while longer, because then they can easily break through before the amount of sentries get into position, all the way to Arthane. But again, they got to move in quickly. They don't want the amount of sentries to get into position. They're much harder to break through, especially in a tight space. The catapult will have basically no chance of a good shot, provided the attackers again move in quickly. Rune's arrow fire these days appears to be more of a light show to me. I never really see them being that effective against their enemies. Well, Cal's getting his amount of sentries in position just in time. Gates at 66%. They pretty much dealt with all the Angmar forces. And Soviet, I think, got his general out of there. He's up on the walls here, trying to take out as many of the Bardian marksmen as he can. Not a bad idea. He's definitely allowing him to survive longer than he would have been able to had he stayed down here.
The enemy's ram is through our gates.
Alrighty guys, looks like we're a little bit away from the final assault, so we'll do a small cut here and come back soon. Alright guys, we're back quickly because we've got the Trollstro Axe Throwers firing in the axes. Oh, they took out one of the catapults. And they can't take out anything else. They could take out the River Patrol, but that's all they can hit. Okay, there goes Angmar's general, and the Angmar reinforcements have arrived. Just a little bit too late. There's Naris's general here too, on the front lines.
Defeat seems almost certain.
75 to 74. Okay, so we've got Barrow Rides going in first. Shadow Guard using them as cover. They're making straight for the catapult crew, I think. Do we have one ranger still alive? We do, one ranger. Stands alone. Oh, he's cut down.
Taken control of the city.
I don't know if Dark Shadow can actually fire the catapult. The Barrow White's going for the Barney Marksman, I think. Got fire from the Blackshot Dragon Slayers and the Othello Rangers. Better than the attacker's elite troops. 14,000 frames to go.
Men no longer command the city.
Am I setting up more forces?
Our men are in command of the city.
Oh, the catapult did get going after all. Nice job.
The army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
The Trollshire Axos firing into the dismounted Earls of Dale.
Our men no longer command the city. Our men are in command of the city.
So Amar's assault here has run out of steam. Alright. Oh, looks like we have some more forces heading up this way. Let's have a look. Oh no, those forces. Oh no, we do have some trolls here. Snow trolls, cave trolls, and what's left of the Black Bear Mountain
Lost
Berserkers.
control of the city.
We've got rich armor scourge raiders that have just run through the gauntlet. Unfortunately, they're wavering. But they've got into the catapult. They've shut it down for now. But they're in need of reinforcements for sure. Last Shadow needs to try and break these guys as quickly as he can if he wants to save his catapult. There's still a few men left. 34. Now those rangers are a concern. The Barrow Whites are carving up Mardian marksmen. Their next target will be the Black Shot Dragon Slayers and a fellow rangers for sure. We've also got a Daniel Royal Guard up here. They're broken, unfortunately. $80 to 85. I think we've got 13,000 frames of grinding to go, so I probably will times 2 speed it here, guys. There's no other moves here the attackers can really make except go through here. They've got a lot of forces back here for some reason, not being stationed up close by. Their attempt to sort of drip forces, drip in, doesn't appear to be working, so I don't know why they're still trying to do it. They should just go for an all or nothing push. Need to get through, need to get into the ranks of the Rangers. And they've been firing for some time, they've got to be rolling on those soon. Barrow Whites still doing their bit. Good thing about the Barrow Whites is it have absorbed quite a bit of the Black Shot Dragon Slayer arrow fire.
Our men no longer command the city.
I think it's also drawing some ranger fire as well. See, they're just taking it, they're not going down. It's taken quite a bit just to get them to this level. You can see Angmar making another big push here, so good for them.
They've lost half their men.
That's definitely got the attention of the Rangers for sure. And the Black Shot Dragon Slayers. Okay, so that assault, unfortunately, it failed. Dragon's Wrath Guildsman. Can fire. Oh! Again, this is where communication is important. Dragon's Wrath Guildsman could have thrown their daggers inside the gatehouse, probably. We saw the axe throwers do it, we saw the Snaga Stalkers do it, we saw the crossbows earlier do it. The Goblin crossbows, I think. Oh, that's Dragon's Wrath crossbow fire there. Yep, here you go. So they're targeting the Eldanwy Swordmasters of all the people. I thought the Guethe Arthane or the Paladins would have been the target to go after. Trolls trying to help out their own forces there, good for them. But again, who's supporting the Trolls? The attackers are just holding back here. And they won't fire because they're friendly forces here. Okay, there goes Bloodbath General. Crossbows grinding their way. Okay, they're being pulled back right now. Erdan Berserkers reloading, throwing their axes into the Paladins. They can still throw their axes into the Sentinels and the higher sword shields and even the Elders of the Elven King. I don't know where the Dragon's Wrath Guildsmen are going.
Our men are in command of the city.
Okay, Angmar's pushed through, but there's no one to push through. We got Blackshot Dragon Slayers and Athela Rangers, so they should have pushed left. I think this is the all or nothing push. Targeting the Blackwatch Legion. Recon Solider turning to face the United Sentries and Guethe Arthane. Blackshot Dragon Slayer's getting some good fire there. We have some Angmar Halberds 56 just standing here. I think they're under fire from Barney Marksman, which they are. We've got Richon Blackguard here that needs to run for that porthole, get up into the faces of the Daring Royal Guard, Blackshot Dragon Slayers, and Athela Rangers. Not waste time on the catapult crew. We've got a troll heading up there now, I think. So I don't know which way is up. Okay, I think the Blackguard are going there now, but is it too late? We've got Guildsmen getting in the way of the Richmond Scourge Raiders. You've got to give your daggers throwers and your axe throwers some space to move, to work with, guys. Not bunch up your forces. Okay, we've got Blackguard 39 here. It's 90 to 94. We've got Wooden Rubber Protectors throwing their jabbies in. We've got here. Guardians can't do making their way across the walls here to get into the Blackshot Dragon Slayers. Looks like they'll be able to do it. Okay, Proximus is backing up Angmar here. Or Treble's men. They're both trying to use his troll effectively. The other attackers are trying to hold back the Lattice. They're struggling to an extent, so. We've got Threnville here. Oh, they are throwing their daggers. Good for them. Okay, there goes Irish Gunner's General. Kill them at the end, then. Blackshot Dragon Striders fighting against the Guardians of Khan. The range is down to 6. Harridan Berserkers and Blackguard need to get up there.
It's time to press the attack. Defeat seems almost certain.
Woodland Run Protectors doing their job. 93 to 96. Battle still in favour of the defenders at this point. We've got high lane 2 heavy swords coming out of nowhere. Looks like they ran out of the gate to try and outflank the enemy. Looks like they succeeded. We've got Richon Scourge Raiders here. And we've got Witches! Oh! That fire is devastating. You've got Witches here on the walls. And there goes the Lattice's General. Now, will the Witches fire on the Great Arthane? If they do, or the Elder Envy Spearmen. If they do, it's over. Where are they firing at? They're still trying to fire at the Blackshot Dragon Slayers. Where are the Witches going? They're not going. They're going down here. Which one? Scourge Raiders throwing the axes into the backs here of the Blackshot Dragon Slayers. Okay, Witches reloading. Where are they firing at? Oh! Artillery shielded the spearmen from certain death. 98 to 95. I swear the Witches were fine where they were. '96 to 98. Alright, the time's 2 spinning it, guys. I think the battle was there for the attackers to take. I don't know why he couldn't fire on the Guate Arthane. Maybe he couldn't. Maybe it just wouldn't let him. The Witches are very particular with their targets. And that catapult, well, what it did couldn't have been foreseen until it was too late. The Witches look like they're out of ammunition. They charged right into the fight there. '96 to 98 still. Airland Berserkers. They can't finish off the alien general. He's right here. 99 to 97. Yep, definitely does. There goes Derek's general. I think that was Proxima's general there. Trevor's general. That could be Trevor's general. Or Proxima's general. 97 to 100. So this is definitely going the attackers' way. So that was a close victory, not a clear victory at all. No, not by any stretch of the word. So, congratulations to Irish Gunner, Keller and Last Shadow on their victory. Irish Gunner getting 3,896 kills. Keller 3R getting 2,734 kills. Last Shadow getting 2,126 kills. And Derek 154, 650 kills. Trevor 6CV, what one? I don't know what that is. I think it's like 118 maybe, or 1,008. I don't know. I read I'm sorry. 983. A Soviet Follower 971. Proxima Centauri 967. Badmanthagath on 654. Okay. Irish Gunner definitely the MVP of the match. Elders the Elven King 155 kills. Elven King's Palace Guard 114. Bit disappointing for them. Ents 118. Wooden Realm Protectors range from 87 to 161. Greenwood Rangers 626 kills. Very respectable there. High Ping Archers range from 174 to 205. High Earth Sword and Shield 58 to 102. High Lang 115 to 151. High Spearman 85 to 152. Wooden Realm Patrol 150. Spears are going to do it 182. Nicely done there. Let's see a light tier spear going to do so well. Wooden Realm Patrol 278. So nice kill counts there. And New Zealand's did poor to excellent, I'd say. So, thank you to Irish Gunner for sending in the replay. Unlucky there for the attackers. The Witches unfortunately picked their targets wrong. The Witches were the tipping point. The Witches could have decided who won and who lost there. And it's just unfortunate that they couldn't fire on the Great Bay Arthane and that catapult got in the way of their fire. So, you know, it wasn't the Witches' fault. Don't put all the blame there on Soviet Trevor. I forget about the Witches, I'm sorry. But, yeah, the Witches could have won or lost the match there. And unfortunately, they didn't perform as expected to. So, that's a bit, I feel sorry for that Angmar player, so it's always next time, don't worry about it. Once again, thank you to Irish Gunner for sending the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.